everybody, it's Rynsey. This is going to be a mostly or probably completely unedited ASMR video. Rambly triggers. I have some ASMR triggers that I haven't used in a while, or some lesser used triggers. I got the finger lights for some beard bug action, but beard bugs are more of a live stream type trigger. But I'll give each and every one of you one beard bug for the road, for the journey, let's put it that way. The first ASMR trigger I want to use today is something that I've never used before. This looks like a mini slipper, a mini, like, moccasin style slipper, excuse me, and I have two of them. And they're not mini slippers, they're not baby shoes. These are actually designed to go on the back posts. That was Sheba moving around, the back posts of a rolling walker for somebody who uses a walker to walk. So you don't scuff up your floor, and so it's easier to glide. But they make a really good fast tapping sound. In my opinion. And I want to take a moment here. I bought some new lighting, which I absolutely love, but the fan in this light is so loud. You can hear it in the background, and it really bothers me. And it's such a distinct, I guess, pitch of sound that my sound editing software doesn't do well at removing it. So I'm on the search for a new silent quality light. Stay tuned, I'm working on it, so just stick with me for a little bit. Got the little moccasins, the little slippers. I actually turned the gain on the microphone down more than usual to try and eliminate that fan sound as much as I can. There's not a whole lot you can do with these. Not a whole lot you can do with the little walker slippers. It pretty much sounds the same tapping, no matter where you tap on them. My dog is getting very antsy, of course, as soon as I hit record. She's laying there, but I can tell she's going to ask to use the bathroom soon, so there might be one edit in this video. We'll see what happens. She might fall asleep, though. Alright, well, these are the mini slippers. We're gonna move on. This is actually more of an experiment with this ASMR trigger. Wait a minute. Okay. The next one is one that I have used before. And I don't know, I might have locked the focus, but this is Tetris, or the NES, aka the Nintendo Entertainment System. The system that I grew up with, that started my love for video games. I still have my original NES, and it still works, and Mrs. Rynsey still has her original NES, and we think it still works. Maybe one day I'll do a review of all of our NES games. The ones I still have. I have a bunch of them still. used to have to do weird blowing rituals into the games to get them to work, even though that's proven to not be true. You just have to clean the contacts. Of the system in the game. Something I wanted to try is a stiff brush. I don't know how this is going to sound. Ooh. Are we on to something? Is that good? I can't tell until I listen back, but this is going to be an unedited video, so I really hope it's good. I really hope it's good. I want to try this brush. Yeah, I think I need to do a video where I clean my old NES games. Review them. Really give it a good try, and I want to try this. Let me take a breath here. This is a Jade roller. Everybody knows the Jade rollers. My Jade roller sucks. It's so wobbly. Listen. Hear how wobbly that is? And sometimes it squeaks when I use it. I hope it doesn't squeak. Oh, why is that so good? That's really good. I think that's good. I think we're cooking on this one right here. I think we're cooking. I might have to explore that one again someday. I also wanted to try my Captain America. I don't know if that's picking up. My Captain America fidget spinner. Okay. I feel like we've done the Nintendo cartridge as much as we can. The Nintendo cartridge. Okay. What's next? I forgot for a minute that this is unedited. I just took a little silent break, but I got the hard brain, and I wanted to explore the hard brain with a black light and with the light up there. I don't know how well it's gonna look. Let me see something. There we go. This is your brain. We are looking for signs of rot, signs of cringe. There's plenty of cringe in this brain, but we're looking at your brain for signs of cringe, and I don't see any cringe anywhere in your brain. Thank goodness, but I want to give it a little cleaning instead. I mean, just in case, give it a little toothbrush cleaning. You know, your occipital lobe back here, so your sight can improve, your focus can improve, your frontal lobe for your thought processing and reasoning, your frontal lobe, and we got your parietal and your temporal lobes, and we got your cerebellum back here, and your brain stem, and your cerebral artery down here. I believe that's your I cannot say that word, I never could. Cerebral artery, I think that's what that is. And I believe your pituitary gland is somewhere underneath here. Yeah, nice clean master gland. The pituitary gland. Now let's give your brain a little massage with our wobbly Jade roller. And see how it's like clingy? I don't know, I think I need to invest in a high quality Jade roller and really explore some of those ASMR triggers. So many great artists are like magicians with the Jade roller, and I'm just like, I don't know, maybe a C- at it. Alrighty, we gave your brain a massage, but we didn't do it too much, so you still have plenty of brain function. Can you feel where I'm touching your brain right here? Maybe you're feeling a little bit of that in your head while you're falling asleep. Right here in the front. Just how about when I tap that back area, that tension headache area. Let's relieve your tension headache. Right back in here. I hope that feels better. And just real quick, we're just gonna take a look inside your brain. We got the two halves of your brain. Everything's looking good in here. Everything's looking good. Inside of your brain, everything is looking great. Now, let's check it out this way. Sorry, I have to make sure nothing falls out. Everything is looking good in that plane as well. Coconut, crack. Okay, your brain looks great. Chef's kiss of a brain. Chef's kiss of a brain, and now I got the wooden eggs. We've got the wooden eggs. Sheba just dragged her claw across the floor, the hardwood floor, while I was doing this. I don't know if it picked up. Sheba's so cute. I don't know if she'll come up on the bed. She knows when I get the camera out. She doesn't like being on camera anymore. Got the bristly. Well, these aren't the bristly eggs. These are the eggs that need a smoother sac. These eggs need a smoother sac. Hope everybody's having a great evening or day or whatever you're doing. I hope you're enjoying it, whether you're studying or sleeping, just relaxing. Maybe you're playing video games. Last night, I started Claire Obscure Expedition 33, and it got off to a slow start, but I understand why you had to learn the system, even though I've been playing RPGs my whole life. I kind of know how they work, but the dodging and the parrying took a little practice. If you're playing Expedition 33, let me know. I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. I'm only about 2 hours in. But these are the eggs that need a smoother sac, because listen, you can hear the rustling of the sac, and maybe that's a good thing, who knows? Maybe a rustly sac is a good thing these days. I don't know. But anyway, I love RPG games. I've been playing them my whole life. And funny enough, the very first one I played, I can picture it in my head. It was for the Nintendo, the original Nintendo. I can't remember what it was called. And it was a mostly text-based game, and you just explored dungeons, and you had to collect things. I loved it. And then I started playing Zeldas, which aren't really turn-based, but they are kind of an RPG game. I used to play a game, it's not really an RPG, but it's, you collect things called Maniac Mansion. I believe that was for Nintendo. It may have been Super Nintendo, but I think it was Nintendo. But some of my favorite games of all time, Earthbound for the Super Nintendo. I believe it's called Mother 3 in Japan, but Earthbound. That game is so perfect. I have played through about 4 or 5 times in my life. When I was young, I actually pretended to be sick from school for 2 days so I could play Earthbound. I was like middle school, or maybe even, yeah, it was middle school. I would have had to have been middle school. awesome. If you have never played Earthbound, you gotta give it a try. It's so much fun. I love Super Mario RPG. I haven't played the remake, but I've played through that game 3 or 4 times as well. One of my favorite RPGs also is a game called Chrono Trigger, and its sequel, Chrono Cross. Chrono Trigger was for the... What a big stretch, Sheba. Chrono Trigger was for the Super Nintendo, and Chrono Cross was for PlayStation 1, I believe. Might have been PS2, but I think it was PS1. Both great games. Both great games. And funny enough, I've played Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger, Kingdom Hearts as well, even though that's not really a turn-based if I remember correctly. I never actually beat that game. I've never actually really played Final Fantasies before, believe it or not. I don't know if I was intimidated to get started at that whole series at this point or what, but I've never played Final Fantasies. Never played a Final Fantasy. I always get nervous doing this on an unedited video because the mic moves. I think the original one might be better. The blue one isn't original. It's a little softer. Anyway, trigger I haven't used in a while. Alright, I got another brush. I just kind of saw this sitting in the drawer looking at me. It's a cheap, like $1, like Joanne Fabrics Michael's paintbrush that you use once and just throw away. But it's got this bristliness to it that I think sounds pretty good. It tickles my nose though. The stray bristles. What did I bring? I wanted to use this with something. I think I wanted to use it on the brain, but you know what? Let's try it on this. Really into World of Warcraft, but I kind of got out of it. You know, Warcraft got me through a pretty difficult time in my life, and I love it for that. And it was the distraction that I really needed. You know, sometimes you just need a long-term, just change of pace distraction, something to occupy your time, take your brain off of things. Oh, by the way, this weird ASMR trigger is called Mr. Mouth, by the way. Mr. Mouth. And I stopped using this trigger because the edge of this, it's not sharp, but it'll catch the edge of your cuticle if you're not careful and just cut you, and it doesn't feel good. I did it on live the last time I used it, actually. Every Saturday around 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let's massage your teeth. Massaging those teeth. Those teeth need a good... Your teeth are due for a good massaging. Those teeth are due for a good massaging. forget under the tongue. Can't forget under the tongue. Oh, that's good. Excuse me. Molars, what are they called? Incisors. All your teeth. Those are the only types of teeth I know. Okay. Most people brush their teeth with a toothbrush, but I like to use a bristly paintbrush. Sorry for that loud noise. We gotta get in between the teeth. In between the teeth over here. Okay. And then the actual toothbrush. Quick little brushing. Good thing is, we already got most of the plaque off. The plaque and the debris and the food chunks out of there. This is turning weird, huh? Anyway, smile. Ding. Great. Your teeth look beautiful, 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 beautiful. Your teeth look beautiful. Now, something I like to use this mermaid brush for. Excuse me. Sheba's looking at me. This video might end soon. This is a new box, you tap on one box, you've tapped on them all, but this is a checkerboard box, and I love ska music, so the checkerboard pattern is near and dear to my heart. And whatever Mrs. Rynsey bought, whatever piece of jewelry she bought with this, I took this out of the recycle bin. I had to. I mean, honestly, she should have known it had a checker pattern on it to give it to her husband. Some of my favorite ska bands. Less Than Jake, Save, Ferris, Goldfinger, Real Big Fish. Great ska bands. Funny enough, everyone always asks me if I like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, and I respect them, but something about them isn't my style. I can't get down. I can't get down with, it might just be the singer's voice, which is fine. Oh yeah, old school, no doubt. Peak ska. Peak ska. Back when Gwen Stefani first got started, she was in a punk ska band, no doubt, before they turned commercial and big. Tragic Kingdom, great album, and the album before that I think is just self-titled. It's got the song Trapped in a Box on it. It's so good. It's definitely more of a raw sound. A raw punk rock recording, but it's so good. A little glimpse into the youth of Rynsey, but my favorite band of all time. I have two favorite bands of all time. Beard Hairs. As the sirens go off in Baltimore. is one of my all-time favorite bands. They're heavy metal. The reason I ever started playing guitar, I don't play anymore, but was Dimebag Darrell Abbott. He was the guitar player for Pantera. He was actually pewed on stage while performing with his other band, Stop Sheba. Yeah, wait 1 more minute. 1 minute. He was, his life was taken from him. And it's absolutely terrible by somebody who, I believe the story was, the person swore that Darrell was stealing his music for his whole career and getting rich and successful off of his music, when it wasn't true. The guy just had mental health problems, from what I understand. Sad story. I remember waking up and hearing that news and was just gutted. Gutted. Sad. And my second favorite band of all time is still kicking it to this day. They're a pop-punk band called Newfound Glory. To this day, you know, I grew up with their music, but I also grew up with them. We're the same ages pretty much, and their music, little teefers on this guy, little teefers. Their music has literally been the soundtrack to my life. You know, again, along with World of Warcraft, they got me through some rough times. This is called a Fugler. This is called a Fugler, and he's got this button on his butt, and I know what they did with that buttonhole. But people say we look like twins. I don't see it. I never actually. Put on here before. I'm unsure about that. Okay, and the last ASMR trigger. Maybe I shouldn't do this one last since it's a little louder. I'll try to do it quietly in case you're sleeping. It's a mason jar of water. Second guessing using this trigger last. Maybe I shouldn't do it so long. That's about going to be the end of this video anyway, because my little sweet baby dog Sheba needs to go outside and use potty. She's being so good. She's actually has her eyes closed right now, so maybe she's sleeping. I think she just wants to play, actually. But anyway, I want to thank everybody. Thank you all for watching. Thank you so much. Thank you. And the year's almost over. I gotta start thinking up some New Year's resolutions. If you're still here, type some New Year's resolutions you might have in the comments, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody. Oh, there she goes. Bye.